All right, everyone, following me, Johnny Hops, with another episode of America Eats and Drinks TV. And as you can see right behind me, we are at Zombie Pig BBQ, and it is walking or crawling. It's always sweet and juicy. And we are in Columbus, Georgia this week. And this is not only a locally owned business, but it's also a veteran owned business. So we're gonna go inside. We're gonna see how some of the barbecue is cooked up. We're gonna talk to the owners.
I make those meals the same way I would make meals for a family.
Yeah.
And that's the ideal.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna try some of the food. We're going to see how it's made. We're going to find a little history about the zombie pig, how they came up with the name, what got them into barbecuing, and a whole lot more just for you. So don't go anywhere. This episode is guaranteed to bring out the Walking Dead, or at least the zombie pigs. So we'll be right back after this quick break. We'll go ahead and go inside. All right, everyone, we are back at you at America Eats and Drinks TV with me, your host, Johnny Hops, and we are at Zombie Pig BBQ in Columbus, Georgia, and we are with
David deSteno.
David deSteno. He is the owner, proprietor, and one of the pitmasters here. So tell a little bit about this. How long you been doing barbecue?
We've been doing it since 2012. We started as a competition barbecue team. We're on the KCBS circuit, competing against the big guys like Myron Mixon, Big Mo, stuff like that. Really a great time, a lot of fun to do those kind of events. But we needed something even between events to kind of fund our barbecue.
Going to it,
So we started doing roadside on Saturdays, and we cooked 400 pounds of food. We'd open at 10 o'clock on the roadside. By 2 o'clock, we were completely sold out.
Wow.
And we were doing brisket, ribs, chicken, pork, the stuff we did for competitions. And we cooked the same way as a competition because we wanted to kind of hone the skill. So it was kind of almost a training session on
cool.
doing that.
And how long has Zombie Pig been opened?
We've been open since 2016.
16?
Yeah. We started out, we got off the roadside, moved to the brick and mortar, and just everything kind of changed in a way because we weren't just a competition barbecue team anymore. We had to, brick and mortar. We had to,
make a little different mindset.
And the way we did things.
Sense.
We went all computer controlled with all our cooking so that we can make consistent food. And barbecue, it's either hit or miss depending on the heats and stuff like that. So we decided to go with a computer controlled system that allowed us to cook the foods in a certain amount of time, and it turned out the same way every single time.
That's good. Consistency. One thing that people look for, they come in one day and they might be back a month or two later or so, and they want to come in and they want it to taste the same way, want it to be the same, prep and all that.
Right.
So what got you to name the place Zombie Pig?
Well, we were at one of the competitions. At the time, Walking Dead was a really big thing. And one of our competitors had a pig drawing, pulling out its own ribs, said, "Ribs so good to eat themselves." So we're like, oh, a zombie pig. And it kind of stuck. It took a little bit of finagling with our wives, kind of convince them to accept that zombie pig was a thing. But we had a company out of Atlanta draw our mascot, a notorious PIG, and he's just been a staple. He's eye-catching and he's kind of charismatic, but not too gruesome.
It's kid friendly.
Kid friendly, exactly.
So do you guys still do the competition thing, or you kind of weaned away from that?
We weaned away from that because of manpower. It would be nice to be able to do that, but I think that's more of like when I retire. It'd be kind of hard, be able to cook here consistently, 5, 6, 7 days a week, and then to have to leave for a few days or whatever to go to a competition someplace. And it would just run a little too thin, I would think. Exactly. But it was a lot of fun when we did it.
Was this the original location? Brick and mortar, so it's always been here at this location then.
We wanted a rustic theme. That's why we went with the woods and the darker colors, the concrete floor, stuff like that.
And it is a veteran owned. I can tell a lot of the military memorabilia and all, and Did you serve in the Army or?
I was in the Army for 6 years.
Okay.
And we do a lot of work with Fort Benning. The flag, I don't know officially where it was from, but it was out of Afghanistan.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what we were told that it was out of. We have a lot of different memorabilia. We work close with MWR out of Fort Benning.
Yeah.
And the different companies out there have been fantastic to work with.
Well, that's cool, man. We appreciate your service. We'll be back at you after this quick break with some of that good barbecue that we've been seeing cooking up and some of the sides as well. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Oh, yeah, there's some of those good ribs. Oh yeah, and some of Mama's coleslaw there too. Saw her making it, I had to try it. Don't want to insult Mama. All right. All right, everyone, we are back after that quick break at America Eats and Drinks TV. And as you can see in front of me, let me move that tea out of the way. You can see I have got a smorgasbord of food here today. As Dave was saying, this is some of the homemade potato salad, the creamy mac and cheese, the Brunswick stew that is made with the rib meat. So that's looking like a meal within itself. Something that you normally don't see at a side at a barbecue place is black beans and rice. All right, and that is a Cuban recipe. So it's got some olives in it as well. Some of Mama Janice's homemade coleslaw. Oh yeah, got that smoked chicken right here. As you can see here, man, we got the pork, some sausage, some of those delicious, juicy ribs. All right, I just don't know where to start first. So let's see. You know what? I'm gonna start with a side. Get me a taste of this mac and cheese right here. Oh yeah, that is nice and creamy. Real cheesy. Got a little bit of pepper in it. Give it a little flavor. That's pretty good right there. That mac and cheese is on point. A little cool down. Some of Mama Janice's coleslaw. Nice and crunchy. A little bit of that mayonnaise flavor coming in. Have to try some of that on top of the barbecue on a homemade sandwich. And now, gotta try this Cuban version of a barbecue side. Black beans and rice. Got a little bit of heat. Tastes like there might be some jalapenos in there. There's something to give it just a little touch of heat. So that's good. As you can see, we're gonna go ahead and do the sides first. Try some of that rib meat Brunswick stew right here. Big chunks of potatoes, tomatoes, rib meat. Oh man. Everything is just so tender, delicious. I could make a meal out of that, and I'm sure a lot of folks do. Now for some of their special ingredient, potato salad. You can see big chunks of potatoes. They also whip sour cream, mayonnaise, and cream cheese together. And then of course the usual suspects of some onions and celery. So we'll go ahead and give it the old taste test. That cream cheese adds that creaminess to it that you normally don't get in potato salad. That's pretty good. I like that. Oh yeah. And now it's time to get down to the business at hand, and that's trying some of that succulent barbecue right here. We'll start off with a little bit of this tender chicken. I can feel it. It's nice and tender. Look at that. Nice little smoke, a little seasoning to it. Oh yeah. Juicy, tender. Definitely got that smokiness to it. A little bit of spice, which I like. Add a little heat to it. Get a little heat to the meat. That is good. That is real good. And you know you got good barbecue when you don't have to add any type of sauce to it at all. The barbecue speaks for itself. If you love barbecue, smoked chicken, I highly recommend come on down here to Zombie Pig. Get you some of that chicken, man. It's got a little bit of heat from the spices. Delicious. Delicious. Now, another one of my favorite kinds of meats. May have even came from the notorious PIG here. You know, their mascot, the Zombie Pig, probably gave a little bit of himself for this meal right here. Nice pork. It's got a nice little smoke coloring to it. Get that so it doesn't fall. Got that nice little smoke coloring, a little bit of burnt ends on it. Give that little crispness. It's got a little sweet flavor to it. Very tender. Melt in your mouth goodness. And down here in the South, man, you gotta wash that barbecue down with some good homemade sweet tea. This is literally a meal fit for a king. Now, we're gonna try some of that good sausage. As Dave said, they get the sausage from down in Florida somewhere. Got that nice smoked coloring on the inside. Nice, crispy. The casing is cooked just right. Oh man, that melts in your mouth. It's like butter. You got a little crunch on the casing from that smokiness. Got that little smoke flavor to it. The inside though, I mean, as soon as you bite into it, it just starts melting in your mouth. Oh man, I gotta try another bite of that. And it just cuts so easy, so tender. And you can tell by looking at it that it's gonna be a nice tender cut of meat. And the combination of the wood, you can taste it. Got a little bit of that cherry is coming through. Man, delicious. And of course, you know me, and I love my barbecue, but I love my ribs. That is my favorite. So of course, I gotta save the best for last. I mean, look at the size of these. That is humongous. It's got that nice little bark on the outside, that little crispness from the spices. You can see it's, I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but it is dripping the juices. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Like Dave said, it's Kansas City spare ribs, which is the meatier of the rib. Got that nice smoky flavor to it. Juicy. Oh yeah. If you're looking for a spot to grab lunch, come on down here to Zombie Pig in Columbus, Georgia. They're located on Veterans Boulevard. Oh man, not too far. Got a hospital across the street. Got Columbus Park Crossing is right down the street as well. Lots of businesses. So hey, they do catering. If you want to get some food catered for your office, go ahead and order up. And as I was talking with Anthony earlier, they don't just do barbecue. Barbecue's their specialty, but they will cook anything that you want. They do Italian, they do Thai, they do Indian, they do Mexican, you know, Chinese. If it's another type of food, if they don't know how to make it, they'll learn and they'll make it for you. And if that other food is as good as this barbecue, you can't go wrong, man. Dave was telling me they've got a huge 400-person catering order this Saturday, and it's at Fort Benning. So, you know, they do a lot of business out there with the base. You know, being a veteran and veteran-owned, that's a big plus here in Columbus, Georgia, home of Fort Benning, home of the Ranger School. They definitely found their calling in this barbecue, I got to tell you that. They use their own blend of spices on it, which adds a little flavor to the ribs. That's one reason if you get good barbecue, you don't need sauce. The dry rubs that they use should be plenty of seasoning to give the food a little season. And it definitely does on these ribs. Delicious. You can just see how juicy everything is. It's so flavorful. The right amount of spice, the right amount of smoke flavoring from the smoker, and it's all about low and slow. Anthony said they normally do, about 12 to 15 hours in the smoker for their meats, and it shows. Delicious. That is finger looking good right there. Delicious. The notorious PIG did good. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more reviews and more entertainment with America Eats and Drinks TV when we come back right after this quick break. So don't go anywhere. And as you can see, all of the sides are freshly made every day. Yep, go right along with that crunchiness from the crackers.
I have 12 pans of macaroni and cheese and baked beans, and then 30 pans of pork and 15 pans of chicken.
Coleslaw on your barbecue. Can't have a sandwich any other way now. Yep. Never heard of the cream cheese. I've done it with sour cream.
Potato salad mix.
Okay, I was going to say, that's what I thought it was.
Usually let this run about 20-30 minutes because if you don't, cream cheese doesn't get smooth. You know, the longer you do it, the better it is.
Yeah. Ooh, some sausage. Oh, there's another favorite right there. Look at those links. Now that's a good looking sausage. And that is where all the magic happens. All that nice smoke. Oh yeah. Nice little bark on the ribs. Nice chicken. My favorite ribs. Oh yeah.
That's gonna get on it. If you didn't get dirty, you didn't do it right.
Exactly. Yeah, barbecue is something, good barbecue I can eat every day. Nice, beautiful bark on it. That's my favorite part. Get that little crunchy along with the tenderness. Smells good. Delicious looking ribs, man. My favorite meat to eat at a barbecue joint, man. I love the fall off the bone tenderness, that little bit of crunch on the outside. And these are looking and smelling perfect, man. Delicious looking. Got the chicken still cooking. A little bit of more time on that, about another hour and a half or so, and they'll be smoked to perfection as well. Can't wait to try some of the food. I know it's going to be good. Give you my reviews this afternoon. So we got more entertainment coming your way. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this with America Eats and Drinks TV. All right, everyone, we are back, and we are with Anthony. He is one of the pitmasters, cook here at the Zombie Pig, and he's going to let us know that they do even more than just barbecue. They do a lot of catering, and I see that they've starting up a lot of different food that is not barbecue related. So what got y'all started into venturing off a little bit?
A lot to do with COVID and the pandemic. Definitely pushing forward to different options, letting people not just have one option here as smoked meats, barbecue, foods and stuff like that. We wanted to push that where, you know, we have a kitchen, we know how to use it. Yeah. So we know how to do more than just smoke meat, make barbecue. I grew up, especially being the owner's son, I'm one of the owners now, but we've grown up kind of just making all kinds of different foods. I never said no to anything that was new, and I like anything. You put it in front of me, I'll eat it. So.
That's how I am. It's like there's very little that I won't eat or at least try once.
I'm going to try it.
If I like it, I'll try it twice. And even if I don't like it, I may try it twice because it may not have been cooked right the first time or something, you know, or I might have just not been in the mood to try it.
Or how it was prepared,
Exactly.
And that's the great thing about food, and that's why it is an art. That's why they call it culinary arts. It's impressive way.
It's a lot like bartending nowadays, getting into more of the mixology thing. When I started out, it was just bartending. All you had to know was Jack and Coke, screwdriver stuff. And now it's like, man, all this new stuff that takes you 4, 5, 6 minutes to try to mix up a drink. It's like, there's no way I could have done this back in the day working in the nightclubs because people wanted something quick. They don't want to sit there. They don't care how pretty it looks. They just want a drink. But it's like, you know, and it goes in good with the food. And, you know, the way food has evolved, you know, the whole food and beverage industry, especially over the last few years since the pandemic, you know, especially little mom and pop places, they've had to adapt
and survive,
you know, it's either that or you end up like the dinosaurs and die out. So what are some of the different foods that you guys have?
We've got a lot of different pasta dishes. We are Italian, so that is our niche right there.
I figured you were when you said you eat anything.
Oh,
we are not picky about our food.
Nope, not whatsoever. So a lot of Italian dishes, lasagnas, Parmesan, Alfredos. We also do enchiladas. We've got breakfast burritos. We do caterings for that a lot too. We actually do a smoked chicken breakfast burrito, which is very good too. We do shrimp and grits. That's grandma's recipe, so it's been around for a long time. Grew up on that. So a lot of it is like stuff that we just kind of took for what we eat for ourselves, and put it out there to the public and allow them to, you know, experience what we eat. And you know, we love it. Do it every day. And you know, I think that's what food is. You know, everyone eats every day.
Yeah,
There's not a person
and
that
it
doesn't.
brings people together. It's like, you know, you always want to try something new and something different.
Most of my memories coming up is at a dinner table.
Yeah.
Around family, around friends, food. Family, friends, food.
Exactly.
Three F's.
Yeah, I can remember that as a little kid going up to upstate New York and visiting my great-granddad, my dad's family up there, and we would all get together and eat. It's like, you know, being 5, 6, 7 years old. You know, it's
family
like
reunions.
two plates, 3 plates. Yeah. Great-granddad's like, no, eat more. And it's like, I can't eat no more. And my dad's like, you better eat it. You don't insult him. It's like, but I can't eat no more.
It's like going over to grandma's house. You better come with an empty stomach.
Exactly, because you're not going to leave with an empty stomach.
Nope.
And she's going to pile food on to take home with you. So you're never going to worry about cooking for about a week after you visit.
I was wondering why I have so much plasticware in my house. Because I'm not returning it enough.
Yeah.
Get sent home too much.
So you do the catering with the other food as well?
Yes.
Then?
A lot of people do like barbecue for weddings, but they also want other options. So we were talking to somebody yesterday and said that, you know, if a lot of different barbecue places are doing different kinds of foods, and it's almost as if people know if it's coming from a barbecue place, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of food it is. So we do Thai, Indian, Chinese food. We made Puerto Rican food. So there's nothing that we can't do, and you know, even if we don't know how to do it, find that answer.
Yeah.
We'll take care
That's
of it.
what YouTube's for.
Oh yeah, YouTube.
YouTube
University.
and Google, man.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if you don't know something, you can learn it real quick that way.
I taught myself a lot from YouTube. So not just food, so a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's a tool utilized for now and
exactly. There's a reason it's the second most popular search engine, you know, behind Google. And Google actually owns it, so they own number 1 and 2. So they knew what they were doing when they bought it. They saw it as being more than just, you know, creators doing stuff. You know, that it's a learning platform.
I remember I was 10 years old as a kid in my room. That's all I was on, YouTube. Just watching different videos, didn't matter what it was.
That's me now. It's like I don't watch much regular TV. I'm always watching YouTube videos and stuff. I mean, of anything and everything. You know, anything you want to learn or watch, you know, got an interest in, you can find it. And that's pretty cool.
I think it's probably one of the reasons why I know what I know.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been helpful. But yeah, we're trying to produce content. With that being said, I've done photography before, so I know doing videos is nothing that I'm clueless in. I've done it a few times. So we're trying to push content out, trying to get people to come in more just off videos, because people eat with their eyes.
Yeah, they do.
So they definitely want.
Now that's one of the things I like, you know, doing with my show is like traveling around promoting mom and pop places, you know, whether it be a brewery, a winery, restaurant, food truck, bar and grill, it doesn't matter. You know, if they serve food and drinks, I'm there. You know, I want to promote it, you know, and because I love the mom and pop small businesses are what the backbone of America. You know, they are the majority of businesses. People don't think that way because all you see are the big corporate places, but that's not what the majority of businesses are. It's small businesses, and the money stays in the community that way. And it helps to build the community, and it's a community effort, and you can tell the love, you know, when people come in, and you get your regulars that are, you know, eat 2, 3, 4 times a week. You know,
we have quite a bit of those. I see them on a regular basis.
Yeah, it's like, you know, especially when you got the variety of food, it's like, well, if I don't want barbecue today, I can go have some Thai food, or go have some Mexican or Italian, and you know. And
the great thing about it is, ever since COVID too, people have been eating at home more, but also sometimes they don't want to cook, so just popping something in the oven really easy is nice and quick, and just like, you know, getting the Stouffer ones at Sam's, I know that it's going to be good, but no one knows how much better this one is.
Exactly.
So it's made fresh.
Yeah.
It's not. It's as soon as we make it, it's frozen. So that way you just take it, pick it up, let it thaw out.
It's not mass produced and doesn't have all the chemicals and stuff in it. You know it's going to be freshly made within a couple days of, you know, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be gone in a few days. So you don't have to make something that's going to be in the freezer for 3-4 months, like a Stouffer's or something like that.
I have a few different families that come in every week, and they pick up a few different meals every single day.
Yeah.
So they'll come in and make sure they got their whole entire week planned out for their food.
That's cool. All right, well, it was a pleasure talking to you. I don't want to hold you too long. I know you got some more good barbecue back there. Pleasure talking with Anthony, and we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back trying some of that food right after this. All right, everyone, we are back at Zombie Pig BBQ at this episode of America Eats and Drinks TV with me, your host, Johnny Hops. As you can see, I've barely even made a dent in all of this food. You're definitely not going to go away hungry when you come up here to Zombie Pig. They take care of you inside. You can sit down and eat. You can take it to go. I believe they do delivery. I am not sure. Yes, it looks like they do deliver. Grubhub and Waiter, I do believe. I'll verify that a little bit later on. But they also cater. So you've got dine-in, you've got delivery, you've got takeout, and you've got catering. And it doesn't matter if it's catering for 5 people or 500 people. They've got you covered. But if you're going to be, a large order of, 3, 4, 500 people, give them a couple days notice, man, so they can make sure to have enough supplies on hand to take care of you. And you don't even have, if you're not in the mood for barbecue, they'll hook you up with some Mexican food, some Italian food, Thai, Indian, Chinese, anything that you could think of, they'll take care of you, man. If you can think it, they can cook it, and they'll deliver it out to you. Like I said, it doesn't matter what size party you have. So I told y'all I'm gonna have to try a sandwich, a little bit of this pork, and of course load this bad boy up with some of this pork here. Yeah, don't want to be skimpy on it. Want to get plenty of that. And of course, you can't have a barbecue sandwich in the South without adding coleslaw to the top of it. Got to get that little crunch going on. So we'll go ahead and cake on some of Mama June. Cake on some of Mama's coleslaw here. All right. Oh yeah. I guess I don't want to forget a pickle either. And we'll just bend that over. Coleslaw always adds a good little crunchiness to the barbecue. Got that tender smokiness from the meat, the crunch of the fresh coleslaw, crunch of the pickle. If you've never had a barbecue slaw sandwich, you don't know what you're missing out on. 10 times better than just a normal barbecue sandwich. Being born up north, we never put coleslaw on our sandwich. But once we moved down south here to Alabama, Georgia, everybody did it. You could get a regular barbecue sandwich, you could get a barbecue sandwich with slaw on it, just like they got slaw dogs. You get a hot dog, throw some coleslaw on it, adds that little fresh crunchiness to the hot dog, just like it does to a barbecue sandwich. Perfect accompaniment. Delicious, man. Throw a little more barbecue on there. Can't go wrong. Oh, everything's delicious, brother. Tender, juicy, spiced just right. I love it. The sausages, oh man, it's like biting into butter. As soon as you bite, you get that crunch, and then the rest of it just melts in your mouth like butter. It's like, oh man, can't get enough of that. That is delicious, man. Great job. Great job. Everything's good. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love it, love it, love it. Definitely some of the best barbecue that I've had in a while. Definitely the best barbecue here in the Columbus, Georgia area. You can tell that they used to do the barbecue circuit. It definitely shows. They've been doing it for a while. They've got it down pat here at Zombie Pig. So we're getting ready to sign out, finish up this episode. As you can see, I still got a bunch of food in front of me to finish up. I'm gonna do my best. I didn't even put a dent in it yet, but we're gonna wrap things up for you. Finish up this episode of America Eats and Drinks TV. Stay tuned each and every week for a new episode right here on YouTube. You can catch my podcast on Anchor.fm, Spotify, iHeartRadio podcast, Apple Podcast, Pocket Cast, and Stitcher. So wherever you hear your favorite podcasts at, tune in each and every week for America Eats and Drinks TV presents Hoppy Hour. So we're going to be signing out for now, but not for long. Until next time, always enjoy responsibly, my friends. Salute. Some damn good barbecue right here. Enjoy.